Gate B-23, Dallas. A black man in a scruffy hoodie reaches the podium. The flight attendant pauses, looks up. Benjamin Brooks, 36, tech entrepreneur, first-class ticket, dying mother waiting in Seattle. He's paid in full. Everything's valid. Vanessa Whitmore stares at his face, his hoodie, his skin. "Sir, step aside, please." Not loud, not shouting, just certain. Phones emerge. 6 at first, then 12, then 20, all recording. Within 30 minutes, 2 million people will watch what happens next. The internet will explode. The company will spiral. Lawyers will panic. Executives will sweat through their suits. And one phone call, just one, will flip the entire script. Because what Vanessa doesn't see sitting in his briefcase, what he signed last Tuesday, who actually owns the plane she's standing on. Comment if they've ever looked at you and decided everything in 3 seconds. This is what happens when they're catastrophically wrong. 5 a.m. Seattle. An alarm buzzes in a studio apartment with hardwood floors and too many books. Benjamin Brooks silences it immediately. Considerate. The neighbor works nights. He packs light. One backpack, charger, toothbrush, dog-eared paperback, something about resilience he'll never finish. A slim leather briefcase, corner scuffed from 3 years of use. Inside, documents he hasn't told anyone about yet. Documents that make him, on paper, one of the most powerful men in American aviation. On paper. His phone rings. He answers before the second buzz. "Mama, Dorothy Brooks, 68, hospitalized in Dallas. Pneumonia." Her voice comes through thin, tired, fighting. "Baby, you don't have to come. I'm already packed." The doctors say, "I'm coming, Mama. Hold on." Silence. Then, "I will." He books an Uber. The driver tries small talk about traffic, about the Seahawks, about nothing that matters. Benjamin nods, polite, distracted. His phone vibrates every 90 seconds. Not social media, encrypted signal messages, business he can't discuss, numbers with too many zeros. He wears what he always wears when he travels. Faded Stanford hoodie, 15 years old, logo cracked and peeling, jeans, sneakers that have seen better years, comfortable, forgettable. Or so he thinks. The briefcase sits on his lap. He checks his watch. 3 hours to Dallas, 2-hour layover, then his mother's bedside. He doesn't check the news. Doesn't know that Skybridge Airlines, his airline, secretly, as of last Tuesday, just posted quarterly losses. Doesn't know the board is panicking. Doesn't know that in 4 hours an employee will make the worst decision of her career. He just knows his mother asked him to hurry. Dallas-Fort Worth International appears through clouds, sprawling, hot. June sun hammering tarmac. Benjamin exits the plane, checks his connection. Gate B-23, boards at 3 p.m. Plenty of time. He buys water at a kiosk, uses the bathroom. Washes his hands twice, nervous habit. Stares at himself in the mirror, stubble, dark circles, hoodie wrinkled from the flight. He looks tired. He looks like a man who's been awake for 30 hours building something invisible. He looks to certain people like a problem. 2:35 p.m. He stands in line at Gate B-23, boarding zone 1, first class, seat 2A. He paid for it with his personal card, not the company account. Old habit. He still remembers when first-class tickets meant saving for 6 months. The line moves, families, business travelers in suits, a woman with noise-canceling headphones, a kid whining about wanting Starbucks, normal, mundane, the rhythm of American air travel. Benjamin reaches the podium, extends his boarding pass, smiles slightly. The flight attendant scans it, pauses, looks up. Her name tag gleams under fluorescent light. Vanessa Whitmore, senior flight attendant, 16 years. She looks at his face, then his hoodie, then his backpack, then his sneakers. Her smile vanishes. "Sir," she says, "step aside, please." Benjamin's smile fades too, and somewhere 6 phones start recording. 2:50 p.m., Gate B-23, boarding in progress. Benjamin stands at the podium, boarding pass extended like an offering. Vanessa Whitmore holds the scanner but doesn't move. "Is there a problem?" Benjamin asks, calm, confused. "Dress code," Vanessa says. Not a question, a declaration. "First-class passengers must meet appearance standards." Benjamin blinks. "I've flown first class before. There's no dress code. Company policy." Vanessa's voice drops half an octave, firmer. "I'm within my rights to refuse boarding if I feel uncomfortable." The word hangs. Uncomfortable. Not unsafe, not threatening. Just uncomfortable. Benjamin processes this. 6'1", 185 pounds. Stanford educated, founder of 2 companies, owner, as of 6 days ago, of this entire airline. And he's making someone uncomfortable. I have a boarding pass, he says slowly, each word measured. I paid for this seat. Vanessa radios someone, covers her mouth, but not enough. Gate supervisor B23, not again. Not again. Behind Benjamin, passengers shift. 12 people, then 20. Phones emerge. Little red lights, recording. A woman 2 rows back whispers to her husband, I've seen her do this before. The husband whispers back, seriously? Last year, different guy, same, Zone 2 boarding is called. Passengers flow around Benjamin like water around a stone. Some glance, some stare, some film. A man in a suit, gate supervisor, radio clipped to belt, jogs over. Badge, Daniel, early 50s, balding, sweating. Sir, Daniel says to Benjamin, not Vanessa. We'll need to verify your ticket. I verified it online, Benjamin says, still calm, always calm. His mother taught him that. It's valid. Just a precaution. A precaution against what? Daniel doesn't answer. Radios again. Security to B23! The murmurs grow louder. Passengers in line. Why? He didn't do anything. This is messed up. Agent Torres arrives, 29. Airport security uniform, neutral expression, not angry, not sympathetic, just doing a job. Sir, can you step away from the gate, please? Benjamin looks at Torres, at Daniel, at Vanessa, at the 80 passengers watching. Am I being detained? No, sir, just verifying. Then I'd like to board my flight. Benjamin's jaw tightens just once. My mother is in the hospital. Behind him, collective gasp. Someone whispers, Jesus! A woman dabs her eyes. Vanessa doesn't flinch. The flight is full. We've reassigned your seat. Benjamin turns, looks through the jetway window, sees seat 2A, empty, clearly empty. He understands now, fully, completely. This isn't about dress code. It's about the dress, the hoodie, the skin beneath it. His hands don't shake. They haven't shaken since he was 19, and a VC asked if he was the technical co-founder or just the idea guy. He learned then, never let them see you break. Can I see a supervisor? Benjamin asks. I am the supervisor, Daniel says. A different one. Daniel's radio crackles. Someone says something Benjamin can't hear. Daniel's face pales slightly. But Vanessa is already moving on, calling Zone 3, smiling at a white couple in khakis. Welcome aboard, Agent Torres gestures. Sir, over here, please. Benjamin picks up his backpack, his briefcase, walks 20 feet to the side, full view of the gate, full view of 80 passengers, full view of 20 phones. He sits on the floor, back against the wall, doesn't speak, doesn't shout, doesn't cry. He pulls out his phone, checks texts. From his mother 10 minutes ago, praying for safe flight. Love you, baby. He types back. Delayed. I'll get there. Love you too. Behind him, someone hits post. And the clock starts ticking. 3 p.m., 15 minutes after removal. The first video hits Twitter. User at Traveling Mama posts from Gate B23. 45 seconds of footage. Vanessa saying, uncomfortable. Benjamin calm, asking questions. Security arriving. The caption, Black man removed from at Skybridge Air for wearing a hoodie. In 2024, #Skybridge shame 50,000 views in 6 minutes. 3:05 p.m. TikTok version uploads. Different angle, closer. You can see Benjamin's face. The exhaustion, the patience, the moment his jaw tightens and releases. The audio captures everything. Vanessa's tone, the supervisor's deflection, the crowd's murmurs. 200,000 views. Comments flood in. This is 2024. Sue them into the ground. I'm never flying Skybridge again. That man has more patience than me. Boycott 3:15 p.m. Instagram Reels, Snapchat, Facebook. The video multiplies like cells dividing. Each platform, each angle, each passenger filming from their seat in line. 700,000 views, combined. At Gate B23, passengers are choosing sides. 3 women exit the boarding line, walk over to Benjamin, still sitting against the wall. We're not flying with them, one says. This is wrong. Benjamin looks up. You don't have to do that. Yeah, she says. We do. They leave. Demand refunds at the counter. The gate agent stammers, types frantically, avoids eye contact with Vanessa. More passengers murmur. A man in a business suit films Vanessa directly now. Doesn't hide it. Just points his phone at her face. You're being recorded, he says. Not a threat, a fact. Vanessa's smile is gone, replaced by something rigid. Not regret, fear. She huddles with Daniel, whispers urgent words. He shakes his head, radios someone, whispers back. The flight is delayed. Ironically, because of the security situation. Because the crew needs to assess the environment. Benjamin checks his phone. Not social media. He doesn't have the apps, just Signal. Encrypted messages from someone in Seattle. From his assistant. From his lawyer who doesn't yet know why he's being messaged. His phone rings. Blocked number. He doesn't answer. Rings again. Different blocked number. Doesn't answer. Third time. A Seattle area code he recognizes. He answers. Ben, it's Claire. Have you seen? I'm aware, Benjamin says quietly. I'm sending someone, the voice says. Don't move. Wasn't planning to. He hangs up. 3:30 p.m. 2.3 million views combined across all platforms. #Skybridge shame is trending. Number 3 nationwide, behind only a celebrity breakup and a political scandal. CNN picks it up. Chiron. Passenger removed from flight. Video goes viral. Cable news does what cable news does. Speculation. Hot takes. Split screen of the video and talking heads debating dress codes and discrimination and corporate policy. Nobody knows who Benjamin is yet, just a passenger, just a black man in a hoodie. Nobody knows what's in his briefcase. At the gate, Agent Torres approaches Benjamin again. Sir, can I ask you a few questions? Am I being charged with something? No, sir. Then I'd like to board my flight. Benjamin stands, calm, always calm. My mother is in the hospital. Her name is Dorothy Brooks. She's 68. She has pneumonia. I'd like to see her before... He stops. Doesn't finish the sentence. Behind Torres, passengers are crying. Actual tears. A woman covers her mouth. A man shouts, "Let him on the damn plane!" The crowd is turning. Not just sympathetic. Angry. Vanessa steps back from the podium. Her hands shake slightly as she pretends to organize boarding passes. Benjamin's phone buzzes. 15 times in 10 seconds. Texts, calls, voicemails he won't check. One text gets through. From his assistant in Seattle. Boss, you're everywhere. Do I release the statement? Benjamin types back, not yet. 3:45 p.m. The flight is supposed to have departed. Instead, 100 passengers are still in the terminal. Some boarding reluctantly, some refusing, some filming everything. A teenager approaches Benjamin. Maybe 16. Nervous. Excuse me, sir. I just wanted to say, this is bullshit. Sorry for cursing. But it is. Benjamin almost smiles. Thank you. My mom's black, the kid continues. She gets this all the time, at stores, at restaurants, everywhere. I'm sorry this happened to you. The kid walks away before Benjamin can respond. More passengers walk over. A small crowd now. Solidarity without organization. Strangers offering water, snacks, tissues, charging cables, offering presents. One man, older, white, 60s. I'm a lawyer. If you want to press charges, I'll help pro bono. Benjamin nods. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind. The man hands him a business card. Walks away. Benjamin looks at that card, looks at his phone, looks at Vanessa, who won't make eye contact anymore. He stands, walks back to the podium. Vanessa freezes. Am I being charged with anything? Benjamin asks. Third time, louder now, not shouting, but everyone can hear. Agent Torres. No, sir. Just verifying. You've had 30 minutes to verify a valid boarding pass. Is it valid or not? Torres looks at Daniel. Daniel looks at Vanessa. Vanessa looks at the floor. It's valid, Torres admits. Then I'd like to board. The flight is full, Vanessa says, voice shaking now. We've reassigned. Seat 2A is empty, Benjamin interrupts, still calm. But the patience is wearing thin, audibly. I can see it from here. Vanessa opens her mouth, closes it, opens it again. And then Benjamin does something no one expects. He pulls out his phone, dials a number. Not 911, not a lawyer, a direct line. He speaks low. 20 seconds. It's me, Gate B23, yes, now. He hangs up. The terminal goes quiet. Even the announcements seem to pause. Passengers stare, Vanessa stares, Torres stares. Benjamin sits back down against the wall, backpack beside him, briefcase on his lap, and waits. 2 minutes pass. Feel like 20. Then the gate door flies open. Not security, not a supervisor, a man in a suit, late 40s, sweating through his shirt, running, actual running through an airport terminal. He reaches Benjamin, stops, breathes hard. Mr. Brooks, he gasps. I'm so sorry. There's been a terrible mistake. Mr. Brooks. Not sir, not excuse me. Deference. Vanessa's face drains of color, and the internet loses its mind. The man in the suit is breathing like he ran a marathon. His badge, Richard Foster, VP Airport Operations. Salary, $230,000 a year. Suddenly feeling very, very small. Mr. Brooks, Foster repeats, louder now. Everyone can hear. Please, there's been a misunderstanding. Benjamin stands slowly, doesn't rush, doesn't gloat, just stands. Vanessa's voice cracks. I don't understand. Foster turns, his face no longer apologetic, now sharp, commanding. Miss Whitmore, my office, Monday, 8 a.m. Not angry, terrified. Daniel, the gate supervisor, stammers. Mister, we didn't realize, I wasn't informed. Foster ignores him, turns back to Benjamin. Your seat. Seat 2A. It's available. Of course it's available. I've upgraded you to, well, it's yours. Benjamin picks up his backpack, his briefcase, looks at Foster, looks at Vanessa. My boarding pass was always valid, Benjamin says quietly. Wasn't it? Foster swallows. Yes, sir. And there's no dress code for first class? No, sir. And I wasn't making anyone unsafe. No, sir. I apologize. The airline apologizes. This should never have happened. Benjamin looks at Vanessa directly now. Eye contact, calm, no malice, just fact. You'll understand soon, he says. Not a threat, a promise. He walks to the jetway. Doesn't look back. The crowd parts. Some applaud, some film, some just watch, mouths open. Foster stays behind, pulls out his phone, makes a call, voice low but urgent. Containment? Yes, now. He's on board. No, we can't ground it now. Just get the lawyers ready. And find out who authorized. No, I don't care what she thought she saw. He owns, yes, majority. Jesus Christ, yes, I'm sure. He hangs up, wipes sweat from his forehead, looks at the remaining passengers. We apologize for the delay. Boarding will continue momentarily. Vanessa stands frozen at the podium. Her hands shake. Her face red, then white, then red again. Daniel touches her arm. Vanessa, step back. I'll finish boarding. Who is he? She whispers. Daniel doesn't answer, because he doesn't know. Not yet. None of them know. But they're about to. On board, Benjamin finds seat 2A window, first class. Leather that smells expensive, extra legroom, complimentary tablet with movies he won't watch. He sits, buckles in, closes his eyes. A flight attendant approaches. Different one, younger, nervous. Mr. Brooks, can I get you anything? Water? Champagne? Anything at all? Water's fine, Benjamin says. Thank you. She brings it in a real glass, not plastic, sets it down like it's nitroglycerin. Benjamin sips, looks out the window, watches ground crew load luggage. His phone buzzes, text from his mother. Baby, you okay? Saw something on the news. He types, I'm fine, Mama. On the plane. See you soon. The plane pushes back. 28 minutes late. Benjamin doesn't check Twitter, doesn't check TikTok, doesn't check the news, but everyone else does. At gate B23, passengers are posting, uploading, sharing. New hashtag, #Who is Benjamin Brooks speculation runs wild. He made one call and an exec appeared. Lawyer, agent, celebrity. That man has power and we just saw it. One tweet gets 80,000 likes. That executive ran like his job depended on it. Because it probably does. The video of Foster arriving, sweating, apologizing, it goes viral separately. Spawns memes, GIFs, reaction videos. And somewhere in Seattle, a reporter named Claire Anderson opens her laptop. She's been covering aviation for 6 years. Labor disputes, safety violations, corporate malfeasance. She knows Skybridge, knows their history. She types 2 words into Google. Benjamin Brooks. The results load. Her eyes widen. She reaches for her phone, and the story gets bigger. 35,000 feet. Benjamin closes his eyes. Below, a reporter named Claire Anderson opens her laptop. June 25th, 6 p.m. Seattle. Claire Anderson is 31. Works for Aviation Justice Now, a non-profit investigative journalism outfit funded by donations and righteous anger. She's broken stories about pilot fatigue, maintenance fraud, labor violations, won awards nobody outside journalism has heard of. She doesn't do clickbait. She does receipts. The viral video crosses her feed around 3:30. She watches it twice. Sees what everyone sees. Injustice, humiliation, viral moment. But she sees something else. Pattern recognition. Muscle memory from 6 years of this work. This isn't about one incident, she says to her empty apartment. Never is. She Googles Benjamin Brooks. Stanford grad, computer science. Founded 2 companies, one acquired by Adobe, one by Microsoft. Net worth estimated between 80 and 200 million depending on the source. Low profile, no Instagram, no Twitter, no public persona, just wealth, quiet wealth. She Googles Skybridge Airlines complaints, public records, FOIA accessible. She's requested them before for other stories. She files a new request, expedited, cites public interest and viral nature of incident. Then she does what good reporters do. She goes fishing. LinkedIn, former Skybridge Airlines employees, filters for HR, customer service, management, sends 10 messages. Identical subject line, quick question about workplace culture. 9 don't respond. 1 does. Raymond Ellis, 56, former HR coordinator, left Skybridge in 2023 after 19 years. Lives in Fort Worth. Profile picture, him with 2 golden retrievers. His message, coffee? Tomorrow? I've been waiting for someone to ask. June 26th, 10 a.m., Starbucks in Arlington, Texas. Raymond sits across from Claire, hands shaking slightly, not from caffeine. I signed an NDA, he says first thing, but I kept copies. Couldn't sleep at night otherwise. He slides a USB drive across the table. Silver, unmarked. What's on here? Claire asks. 5 years of complaints, the ones we buried. Claire plugs it into her laptop, opens the directory, folders, dates, case numbers, scanned documents. She opens the first one. Case via W 2018-033 date, August 12, 2018. Flight attendant Vanessa Whitmore. Complainant Darnell Johnson. Passenger black male age 32. Incident, removed from Flight 615 Dallas to Chicago. Reason cited, aggressive behavior. Witness statements, none corroborate. Security footage, passenger compliant throughout. Resolution, complaint dismissed. Settlement offered, $12,000. NDA signed. Claire opens the second. Case VW 2020-118 date, February 3, 2020. Flight attendant Vanessa Whitmore. Complainant Maria Gonzalez. Passenger Latina female, age 28. Incident, removed from Flight 822, Houston to Seattle. Reason cited, suspicious luggage. Contents, baby supplies, diapers, formula, no prohibited items. Resolution, complaint dismissed. Settlement, $10,500. NDA signed. Third file, case VW 2021-201. Date, November 16, 2021. Flight attendant Vanessa Whitmore. Complainant James Cooper. Passenger black male, age 45. Incident, removed from Flight 290 Chicago to Denver. Reason cited, intoxication. Breathalyzer administered by airport police, 0.00 BS. Resolution, complaint dismissed. Settlement, $14,800. NDA signed. Fourth, case VW 2023-156. Date June 22, 2023. Flight attendant Vanessa Whitmore. Complainant Ahmed Hassan. Passenger Middle Eastern male, age 38. Incident, removed from Flight 103, Phoenix to Dallas. Reason cited, passenger discomfort. No specific complaint filed by other passengers. Resolution dismissed. Settlement, $11,200. NDA signed. Fifth, case VW 2024-009 date, March 8, 2024. Flight attendant Vanessa Whitmore. Complainant Tyrone Williams. Passenger black male, age 29. Incident, removed from Flight 518, Atlanta to Los Angeles. Reason cited, dress code violation. Passenger was wearing business suit. Resolution, dismissed. Settlement, $13,600. NDA signed. Claire reads each one twice, takes notes, cross-references dates. 5 complaints, 6 years. All dismissed within 72 hours, no disciplinary action. Total settlements, $62,100, all passengers, people of color. There's more, Raymond says. He points to another folder. Training records. Claire opens it. Finds Vanessa Whitmore's employee file. Training modules, mandatory, annual. Cultural competency 2.0, status, bypassed. Year 2019. Approved by G. Harris, VP Operations. Cultural competency 2.0, status, bypassed. Year 2021. Approved by G. Harris. Cultural competency 2.0, status bypassed. Year 2023. Approved by G. Harris. She never took the bias training, Claire says. Correct, and someone approved that. Gregory Harris, VP of Operations. He's been protecting her for years. Why? Raymond opens another file. Email chain, dated November 4th, 2023. From Gregory Harris, Garris@skybridgeair.com. To Raymond Ellis, HR Director Janet Moore, Senior HR Manager Kyle Stevens. Subject Q3 Liability Mitigation Team. Q3 complaint volume acceptable but settlements trending up. New directive effective immediately. Keep individual settlements under $15K. Any pattern claims, separate files, deny correlation. Whitmore case specifically. 16-year employee, customer satisfaction scores above average in key demographics. Do not create paper trail linking incidents. Discretionary bonuses awarded for keeping numbers down. Questions offline. Claire reads it 3 times. Key demographics, she says flatly. White passengers, Raymond translates. She's nice to white passengers. And this Harris guy paid you to cover it up. Raymond nods, pulls out another document. Financial ledger, accounting codes, FY 2021 to 2023, discretionary performance bonuses, HR division, Raymond Ellis, $18,500. Janet Moore, $24,300. Kyle Stevens, $22,100. Sarah Chen, $18,600. Total, $83,500. They paid us, Raymond says, voice thick. To keep quiet, to dismiss complaints, to protect her. And I took it. I have kids, college tuition, mortgage. I took the money and I buried the complaints and I... He stops, wipes his eyes. I'm ashamed, he finishes. Claire closes the laptop, looks at Raymond. This man who could lose everything for talking. Why now? She asks. Because it's not stopping. Because there are more Vanessas. Because I need my kids to know I tried to fix it. Claire nods. I'll need to verify everything, contact the complainants, cross-check with public records. I know. And Skybridge will come after you. I know that too. Thank you, Claire says. Means it. She spends the afternoon tracking down the 5 passengers. 4 of the 5 agree to talk. Darnell Johnson, now 36, works as a pharmacist in Chicago. Video call at 2 p.m. I was wearing khakis and a polo, he says. She told me I looked threatening. I'm 5'7", 140, I couldn't threaten a paper bag. I settled for $12,000 because I couldn't afford to sue. And because they made me sign something saying I'd never talk about it. You're talking now, Claire points out. Yeah, Darnell says. I am. Maria Gonzalez, 32, stay-at-home mom in Houston. Phone call at 3. My baby was sick. Ear infection. I was flying to see my mother for help. She made me unpack everything at the gate. Diapers, formula, wipes, in front of everyone. Said it looked suspicious. I cried the whole flight home. Took the settlement because I had medical bills. James Cooper, 49, electrician in Denver. Phone call at 4. I don't drink. Haven't touched alcohol in 12 years. Sober by choice. She smelled my breath and called me drunk. Police breathalyzed me. 0.0. She didn't apologize, just walked away. I settled because my lawyer said it'd be cheaper than fighting. By 6 p.m., Claire has 4 on-record interviews, corroborating documents, email evidence, financial proof. She writes until midnight, June 27th, 8 a.m. She hits publish. Aviation Justice Now investigation. Skybridge flight attendant, 5 complaints, 0 consequences, by Claire Anderson. The article goes live. 1,500 words, every receipt, every quote, every document cited. Within an hour, 30,000 shares. Within 3 hours, CNN picks it up. Within 5 hours, Skybridge's stock drops 2%. By noon, Skybridge PR releases a statement. We take all complaints seriously. These incidents were thoroughly investigated and found unsubstantiated. We stand by our employees and our processes. Claire publishes the email screenshot. The one about keeping settlements under $15,000. The one about denying patterns. Skybridge PR goes silent. Comment below if you've ever felt invisible because of how you look. This isn't over. The internet does what the internet does best. Amplifies, weaponizes, demands. #Skybridge shame becomes #Skybridge accountability. Flight attendant unions split. Some defend Vanessa. Due process. Innocent until proven. Others call for immediate suspension. 5 complaints isn't innocent. 200 Skybridge employees sign an open letter. We do not stand with discrimination. Investigate fully. Passenger boycotts organize. Petitions circulate. Change.org. Fire Vanessa Whitmore and investigate Skybridge HR. 500,000 signatures in 24 hours. And somewhere over Montana, Benjamin Brooks lands in Seattle, turns on his phone, and sees 138 notifications. He ignores all of them except one. From Claire Anderson, "We need to talk. I know who you are. More importantly, I know what you can do about this." Benjamin reads it twice, types back, "Tomorrow, 10 a.m., send location." Then he turns off his phone, puts it in his pocket, grabs his backpack and briefcase, and walks toward the hospital where his mother is waiting. Behind him, the story grows teeth. June 27th, 8 p.m. Skybridge Headquarters, Dallas. Emergency Executive Meeting. Present, CEO Edward Sullivan, General Counsel Lisa Warren, VP Operations Gregory Harris, Chief Communications Officer Marcus Reed, 6 other executives whose jobs suddenly feel precarious. The conference room smells like burned coffee and fear. "How bad?" Sullivan asks. Reed pulls up metrics on the screen. 5 million combined views, trending on every platform. Stock down 4%. 15 corporate clients have sent inquiries about our DEI policies. 3 have threatened to pull contracts. "The viral passenger," Sullivan says. "Do we know who he is yet?" Silence. Long enough to be uncomfortable. Harris clears his throat. "We do." "And?" "Benjamin Brooks, tech entrepreneur, Stanford grad, 2 successful exits. Net worth estimated." Harris pauses, swallows. "Between 80 and 200 million. Sullivan processes this. "So he can afford lawyers." "He can afford the best lawyers," Warren says. "But that's not the problem." "What's the problem?" Another pause, longer. Harris speaks quietly. "He bought Skybridge last Tuesday, majority stake 78%. The sale went through 6 days before the gate incident." The room goes silent. Not normal meeting silence. Arctic silence. Sullivan's face does something complicated. Red, then white, then gray. "We kicked our majority shareholder off a plane. Yes. Because of a hoodie. Yes. And he hasn't said anything? Hasn't contacted us? Hasn't fired everyone in this room? Not yet." Sullivan stands, walks to the window, looks at Dallas sprawling below. "Draft a settlement offer," he says finally. 500,000, full NDA burial clause, whatever it takes." Warren nods, makes a note. "And Whitmore?" Reed asks. "Administrative leave paid with benefits. Not suspension. Leave. Different optics. We're investigating, not punishing. The internet will crucify us." "The internet," Sullivan says tiredly, "is already crucifying us. At least this way we keep our legal options open." 8 p.m. becomes 9, 9 becomes 10. The lawyers draft language. The PR team drafts statements. The executives draft resignation letters in their heads. At 10:15 p.m., Skybridge releases a statement. "Out of an abundance of caution, Miss Vanessa Whitmore has been placed on temporary administrative leave while we review our boarding procedures. We remain confident in our staff and committed to fair treatment of all passengers. We take these allegations seriously and are conducting a thorough internal review. Translation: we're protecting her until this blows over." The internet reads between the lines, reacts predictably. "Paid leave? Are you kidding? She should be fired. 5 complaints and she gets a vacation?" By 11 p.m., Skybridge's PR team has turned off replies on all social media posts. June 28th, morning. Raymond Ellis receives a FedEx package, no return address, legal letterhead, cease and desist, violation of non-disclosure agreement, unauthorized disclosure of proprietary information, theft of company property. "Mr. Ellis, you are hereby notified that your disclosure of confidential Skybridge Airlines materials constitutes a material breach of your NDA signed upon termination. You are directed to immediately return all company property, including digital copies. Failure to comply will result in civil action and potential criminal referral for theft of trade secrets. We remind you that violations carry penalties up to $250,000 and/or 5 years imprisonment." Raymond's hands shake as he reads. His wife finds him at the kitchen table, letter spread before him, face pale. "Ray? They're going to sue me, maybe arrest me." "For what?" "Telling the truth." He calls Claire, voice tight. "I can't afford a lawyer. I might have to back down." "Don't," Claire says. "I'm making calls." She calls the ACLU, explains whistleblower protections. They take the case pro bono within 3 hours. But the message is clear. Talk and we'll destroy you. June 28th afternoon, Seattle. Swedish Medical Center, ICU, room 412. Dorothy Brooks sleeps. Machines breathe for her. Pneumonia worsening despite antibiotics. Sepsis threatening. Doctors using words like critical and declining. Benjamin sits beside her. Hasn't left for 18 hours. Hasn't showered. Hasn't eaten. Stubble becoming a beard. Hoodie wrinkled beyond redemption. His phone buzzes constantly. Lawyers, media, Skybridge's settlement offer, $500,000, full NDA, public statement of satisfaction, all claims waived. He reads it once, deletes it. Dorothy stirs, opens her eyes halfway. Baby, I'm here, Mama. Saw the news. Her voice barely audible. Proud of you. I haven't done anything yet. You stayed calm. You stayed strong. That's everything. She coughs weakly. Don't let them get away with it. I won't. But don't lose yourself either. Anger. Another cough. Anger makes you like them. Benjamin holds her hand. Thin, fragile. The hand that worked 2 jobs. That made dinner at 10 p.m. That signed permission slips and college applications and loan documents. I'm tired, Mama. I know, but you don't stop. That's not who I raised. Her eyes close. Monitor beeps steady. Nurse comes in, checks vitals, leaves quietly. Benjamin's phone buzzes again. Text from someone at Skybridge. Mr. Brooks, we need to speak urgently regarding the current situation. We're prepared to make this right. He types back. You had 16 years to make it right. You chose not to. Deletes the thread. Meanwhile, Skybridge's crisis machine spins. AstroTurf campaign launches. Bot accounts defending Vanessa. Counter-narrative attempted. Tech billionaire playing victim card. One outlet publishes it. Gets ratioed into oblivion within 20 minutes. Article pulled. VP Harris makes phone calls. Calls in favors with aviation journalists. Go easy on us. We're fixing it. Most refuse. One agrees, publishes a soft piece. It gets drowned out. And through it all, Benjamin sits beside his mother's hospital bed, watching machines breathe, wondering if justice is worth the cost. Outside, the sun sets on Seattle. Inside, Dorothy Brooks dreams of better days. And in Dallas, Skybridge's executive team realizes they've lost control of the narrative. The only question now, what happens when the man they wronged holds all the cards? June 29th, 3 a.m., Seattle, Swedish Medical Center. The ICU is never truly quiet. Machines hum, monitors beep. Somewhere down the hall, someone cries. Somewhere else, someone laughs. Nurses on break, finding joy where they can. Benjamin sits in a chair that doesn't recline. Hasn't slept, hasn't left. 36 hours beside his mother's bed. Dorothy breathes shallow. Stable for now, just barely. Benjamin stares at his hands. The same hands that wrote code at 19. That shook hands with venture capitalists who asked if he was the technical co-founder or just the idea guy. That signed acquisition papers worth millions. The same hands that can't do anything for his mother except hold hers. He thinks about South Dallas, Section 8 housing, free lunch tickets at school, shoes from Goodwill, soles peeling, taped together until they couldn't be saved. He remembers being 12, his mother working 2 jobs, coming home at 10 p.m., making dinner anyway, sitting across from him at a thrift store table asking about homework, pretending she wasn't exhausted. Don't let them make you small, baby, she'd say. You're brilliant. Act like it. He remembers being 19, first day at Stanford, walking into Computer Science 101. A girl turning to her friend. Are you sure he's in the right room? He was. He remembers being 25, first startup pitch. Venture capital firm. Glass walls and expensive furniture. He walks in wearing his best suit, bought at Ross, but they don't know that. The VC looks past him. Where's the founder? I am the founder. I mean the technical co-founder. Also me. Long pause. Uncomfortable. Oh, great. Well, let's see what you have. They didn't invest. He remembers being 30. Second company, successful now. Revenue in 8 figures. Meeting at Microsoft. Walking through campus. Security stops him. Badge? I'm a visitor. Meeting with, can't be on campus without a badge. I'm the CEO of the company you're acquiring. Long pause. Radio call. Confirmation. Apology. Always apologies. After. Benjamin is 36 now. Net worth in 9 figures. Owns an airline. Still gets stopped at gates. His phone lies dark on the bedside table. 138 unread messages. Lawyers, journalists, settlement offers climbing, 600,000 now, 700. Delete, delete, delete. What's the number where dignity becomes buyable? Dorothy stirs, opens her eyes. Malcolm, she whispers. Wrong name. Her father's name. Confusion from medication. It's Benjamin, Mama. I'm here. Her eyes focus. Benjamin. Sorry, baby. Don't be. She looks at him. Really looks. Sees the exhaustion, the stubble, the weight. You thinking about stopping? He doesn't answer, which is an answer. I raised you better than that. I know. Then why do you look defeated? I'm tired, Mama. So was I, every single day, but I didn't stop. This is different. No, Dorothy says, firmer now. It's not. The world wanted me small, too. Single mother, black, poor. The world has a lot of opinions about who deserves space. I took space anyway. I made sure you could, too. Benjamin's eyes burn, doesn't cry, hasn't cried since the funeral of his college roommate 12 years ago, but close. What if it doesn't change anything? He asks. It will. You don't know that. Yes, I do. Because you're not doing this for you. You're doing it for the next person, the next Darnell, the next Maria, the next kid who gets told they're in the wrong room. She coughs, long, wet, painful. The nurse comes in, adjusts medication, leaves. Dorothy reaches for Benjamin's hand, her grip weak but present. What are you going to do? Benjamin sits quiet, long time. Watches Seattle's skyline lighten with dawn. His phone buzzes. Text from Claire Anderson. 12 more victims came forward overnight. They're ready to talk. Are you? Another text. From Raymond. ACLU took my case. I'm not backing down. Already lost too much. What's my job compared to this? Another. From a stranger. My daughter is 8. She's brown. She loves planes. Thank you for fighting. Please don't stop. Benjamin reads them. Once. Twice. Looks back at his mother. She's asleep again. Small smile on her face. He picks up his phone. Types to Claire. Let's talk. Today. Sets the phone down. Looks out the window. The sun rises over Seattle, pale gold breaking through clouds. Benjamin stands, stretches, walks to the window, places one hand against glass. Okay, Mama, he says quietly. To the window, to the sunrise, to himself. Okay. Something shifts. Not hope exactly. Not yet. Determination. He makes 3 phone calls, the first to Claire Anderson, the second to his lawyer. The third, that one changes everything. June 29th, noon, Claire Anderson publishes Part 2, Aviation Justice Now Investigation. Not just Benjamin, 12 passengers share Skybridge stories, by Claire Anderson. The article opens with a chorus, I thought it was just me. Darnell Johnson, 2018. I blamed myself. Was my shirt wrinkled? Did I smell? Maria Gonzalez, 2020. I cried in the terminal bathroom for 20 minutes. James Cooper, 2021. I missed my father's funeral because they wouldn't let me reboard. Keisha Thomas, 2022. New voice. 12 passengers. 8 cities. 4 years. The pattern unmistakable. Each story similar. Eerie similarities. Same phrases. Uncomfortable, policy, my discretion, different flight attendants, but same system. Claire has interviewed all 12, has documentation for 9, has settlements for 7, all under $15,000. All with NDAs, all buried, until now. The article trends within 30 minutes. #Skybridge accountability explodes. 500,000 tweets in 2 hours. Celebrities weigh in. Athletes, musicians, actors who've flown Skybridge. One Grammy winner tweets, I felt this, the look, the random additional screening, the assumption every single time. 15,000 retweets. A retired NFL player, in uniform, fine, in sweats? Security concern. This is America. 22,000 retweets. The momentum builds, not just viral, organized. Change.org petition. 800,000 signatures. Boycott calls grow. #boycott Skybridge trends alongside #Skybridge accountability. Skybridge's stock drops 6%, then 8%. Corporate clients send inquiries. Amazon, Google, Microsoft, all bulk ticket buyers, all with public DEI commitments. What's your policy on discrimination complaints? Skybridge's responses sound hollow. Corporate speak. Committed to diversity, taking this seriously, conducting thorough review. Nobody believes it. June 29th, 2 p.m., Flight Attendants Union Local 512 holds emergency meeting. 400 members. Zoom call because geography. The union splits. Visibly, audibly. Pro-Vanessa faction. Due process. Innocent until proven. 16 years of service. Don't sacrifice her to the mob. Anti-Vanessa faction. 5 complaints? 5? That's not a mob, that's a pattern. She's hurting all of us. The vote isn't close. 260 to 140. Statement released. We do not stand with discrimination. We call for independent investigation and full transparency. Within hours, 200 Skybridge employees sign their own letter. Gate agents, pilots, mechanics, flight attendants who aren't Vanessa. We serve passengers of all backgrounds. We are ashamed of what happened. We demand accountability. Meanwhile, Raymond Ellis gets calls. First from ACLU lawyer. They withdrew their threats. You're protected. Then from former colleagues, 3 more HR staff, ready to talk, ready to leak more documents. The dam is breaking. June 29th, 4 p.m. Benjamin files paperwork, not a settlement, not a complaint, an FAA grievance. Case number 2024, DFW 1832. Formal federal public record, grounds, pattern of discriminatory passenger removal, safety protocol violations, failure to follow federal anti-discrimination guidelines, co-signers, 4 passengers from Gate B23 who witnessed everything. The FAA opens investigation within 6 hours. That evening, Skybridge's stock closes down 9%. Market cap, $300 million evaporated. Social media erupts. Not just anger now, hope, energy, momentum. This is how you fight back. Not just viral, legal. Make it hurt where it counts. Their wallet, 12 victims, thousands of voices, one truth. This was never about Benjamin. He was just the one they couldn't silence. You think you know where this is going? You don't. Keep listening. Tomorrow, Skybridge's board convenes emergency meeting. Tomorrow, someone's going to have to explain how this happened. Tomorrow, Benjamin makes one more call, and the whole story flips. June 30th, 9 a.m. Someone sends a document to the Wall Street Journal. Anonymous email, burner address, subject line, you might want to see this. Attached, SEC Form 13D, ownership disclosure, public record but not widely noticed. Filed June 18th, 2024. Entity Bradford Holdings, LLC acquisition Skybridge Airlines. Stake 78% equity purchase price, $450 million. Beneficial owner, Benjamin Brooks. The journalist reads it 3 times, opens Google, searches Benjamin Brooks Dallas flight, finds the viral video, connects the dots, types 4 words, holy shit, 9:15 a.m., Wall Street Journal publishes, viral passenger owns the airline that removed him. The internet breaks, not figuratively. Twitter's servers actually slow down. CNN breaking news alert. MSNBC, Fox, BBC. Man kicked off plane, bought the airline days earlier. Reddit explodes. 15 different threads hit front page simultaneously. He owns it. Imagine kicking your boss's boss off a plane. This is the main character energy we need. TikTok. 10 million views in 90 minutes. Memes spawn instantly. The executive running through the terminal, Vanessa's frozen face, Benjamin sitting calmly against the wall. One tweet gets 300,000 likes. That man really said, I'll handle this myself, and meant it. 9:30 a.m., the timeline becomes clear. June 18th, acquisition closes, secret, private, no announcement. June 25th, gate incident. Vanessa doesn't know she blocked her new owner. June 30th, public revelation. Benjamin knew the entire time, said nothing, let the receipts stack. The strategy becomes obvious. He wanted to see the culture, experience it, document it, before revealing himself. The gate incident wasn't planned, but it accelerated everything. Skybridge headquarters erupts, phones ringing, executives shouting, lawyers panicking, CEO Sullivan in his office, door closed, head in hands. General Counsel Warren knocks, enters without waiting. Gregory Harris resigned, 6 a.m. this morning. No press release, no goodbye, just gone. Sullivan looks up. Harris? VP Operations, the one who protected Whitmore, the one who approved the bonuses, the one whose name is on every smoking gun email. Where is he now? Unknown. Lawyer says no comment. Sullivan's phone rings, board chair. He doesn't answer. 10 a.m. Benjamin releases his first public statement, sent to Claire Anderson, published on Aviation Justice Now. I bought Skybridge Airlines because I believe in aviation's power to connect people. What happened to me at Gate B23 happens to countless others every day, not just on planes, in stores, in schools, in hospitals, everywhere. I will use my position to ensure Skybridge becomes a model for equity and accountability. This is not about revenge. This is about reform. The gate incident revealed what I needed to see. A system that protects the wrong people for the wrong reasons. That system ends now. To the employees of Skybridge who signed the letter demanding change, thank you. You are the company's future. To Vanessa Whitmore, your employment status will be determined by facts, not social media. You will receive due process. But if the pattern is substantiated, there will be consequences. To the passengers who came forward, your voices matter, your stories matter. This is for you. Justice doesn't announce itself. It just arrives. Today, it arrives. The statement goes viral. 10 million views in 3 hours. Public reaction splits 3 ways. Support. This is how you use wealth for good. Respect. Make them all answer. Skepticism. Let's see if he actually follows through. Rich guy playing hero. Talk is cheap. Cynicism. He'll get bored and sell in 6 months. Performative activism. Still a billionaire. But everyone agrees on one thing. This story isn't over. Vanessa Whitmore, still on paid leave, learns the news from her lawyer. Your boss is who? She sits down, says nothing, stares at wall for 20 minutes. Her lawyer asks, do you want to comment? No, she whispers. I want this to be a nightmare. It isn't. June 30th, noon. Skybridge's board of directors receives emergency summons. Meeting tomorrow, 10 a.m., Dallas headquarters. Subject line, ownership transition and immediate reforms. Sent by Benjamin Brooks, majority shareholder. 8 board members, 8 emails, 8 people suddenly wondering if they still have jobs. VP Harris's resignation letter surfaces, leaked by someone. Due to personal reasons, I am resigning effective immediately. I relinquish all duties and responsibilities. I waive any severance claims. No further comment. Translation jumped before pushed. His contract included a clause. Fired for cause forfeits severance. He read the writing on the wall. Smart, too late, but smart. The pieces are moving. The board will meet. Benjamin will speak. Vanessa will be judged, and the world will watch. Sometimes the guy in the hoodie owns the plane, the terminal, the whole damn airline. Sometimes power doesn't announce itself until it's time. Tomorrow, the reckoning begins. July 1st, 10 a.m., Skybridge headquarters, Dallas. Conference room on the 14th floor, glass walls overlooking the city. 8 board members, general counsel, interim HR director. No VP Harris. His chair empty, conspicuous. Benjamin Brooks enters at 10 exactly. Not early, not late. Wearing a suit now, tailored, navy, but the same scuffed briefcase. Everyone stands, awkward, like greeting royalty who was recently treated like a peasant. Please sit, Benjamin says. They sit. CEO Sullivan opens, voice tight. Mr. Brooks, thank you for coming. We want to address recent events and... I'll speak first. Benjamin interrupts, polite but firm. Sullivan nods, shuts up. Benjamin opens his briefcase, pulls out documents, slides copies across the table. Gate camera footage, timestamp 1435, audio included. Vanessa Whitmore telling me I make her uncomfortable. No legitimate safety concern, no policy violation, just discomfort. Pause. Pages turn. Passenger cell phone video, 6 angles, corroborate the timeline, show my compliance, show security removal without cause. More pages. HR complaint archive, 5 incidents, 5 passengers of color, 5 dismissals, total settlements, $62,000, pattern undeniable. The board members read, faces pale. Internal emails, VP Harris directing suppression, denying patterns, offering bonuses for keeping numbers low. This is conspiracy, this is policy. Benjamin's voice stays level. No anger, no passion, just facts. Training records. Vanessa Whitmore bypassed bias training 3 times. Approved by Harris each time. Willful negligence. He stacks the documents. Neat. Aligned. 12 victims total. Identified. Interviewed. On record. FAA investigation open. Federal case number 2024, DFW 1832. He looks around the table, makes eye contact with each person. This is not an isolated incident. It's systemic failure. Vanessa Whitmore is one person. But the system that protected her, that's all of us in this room? Silence. Long. Uncomfortable. I'm proposing reforms, effective immediately. He hands out another document. 1. Terminate Vanessa Whitmore, for cause. Pattern of discrimination, repeated violations, no severance. 2. Independent audit. All passenger complaints, last 10 years, external firm, public report. 3. Mandatory bias training, quarterly, no exceptions, board included. 4. New HR policy, complaints handled externally, no internal suppression, no settlements with burial clauses. 5. Diversity metrics tied to executive compensation. You profit from equity or you don't profit. 6. Annual transparency report. Complaint statistics, resolution times, demographic data, public. He closes the briefcase, sits back. Questions? Board member Wilson raises hand. Old guard, 60s, skeptical face. This seems reactionary. One incident driving major policy? 16 years of incidents, Benjamin corrects. This isn't about me. I'm just the one with receipts and leverage. Another member, Thompson. What about Whitmore's due process? She'll get it. In termination proceedings. But the pattern is substantiated. 5 complaints, 12 witnesses, documentary evidence. This isn't ambiguous. She could sue. Let her. I'll see her in court. Sullivan speaks carefully. Mr. Brooks, we appreciate your passion, but company culture changes take time. We can't just... Watch me, Benjamin says. Quiet, firm, silence again. Motion to vote, Benjamin says. Termination of Vanessa Whitmore for cause. All in favor? 8 hands, unanimous, including Wilson. Reform package, all in favor? 7 hands. Wilson abstains. Doesn't matter. The meeting lasts 90 minutes. It takes 16 years to build a pattern, 90 minutes to dismantle it. Justice is slow, until it's not. 3 p.m. Vanessa Whitmore receives certified letter. Termination notice, effective immediately. No severance, appeal rights per handbook. She files appeal that evening. 3 months later, arbitrator denies it, pattern substantiated, termination justified. She's done. September 25th, 3 months later, Dorothy Brooks is discharged, recovered, living with Benjamin in Seattle now. She flies first class. Skybridge, naturally. She jokes, "My son owns the plane." He smiles. "No, Mama, we all do." Skybridge publishes its first transparency report, publicly available, website homepage. 1,200 employees complete new bias training. 0 complaints dismissed in Q3, all reviewed by external firm. 3 resolved with apologies. 2 with compensation. 1 with termination. Different employee, different pattern. The system is working. Slowly, imperfectly, but working. Raymond Ellis returns to Skybridge. New title, Director of Compliance. New mandate. Ensure what happened never happens again. He finds 23 additional suppressed complaints during his audit. All reviewed, all resolved, all compensated. Claire Anderson wins the Polk Award for Investigative Journalism, continues covering corporate accountability, receives tips weekly. People ready to talk now. Vanessa Whitmore's appeal is denied. She leaves aviation, no interviews, quiet life, perhaps reflection, perhaps not. Benjamin still wears the hoodie sometimes. Reminder, power isn't in the suit. It's in doing right when no one's watching and fighting back when everyone is. Harvard Business School writes a case study. Other airlines adopt similar reforms. Competitive pressure, public scrutiny, change spreads. Sometimes the most powerful man in the room looks powerless, until he doesn't. True authority doesn't announce itself. Justice does. If you've experienced discrimination, in airports, stores, schools, anywhere, share your story in the comments. You're not alone, your voice matters. Hit subscribe if you believe accountability is possible, because it is. We just proved it.